So, Dr. Kamara, we heard reports about the Amnesty report
That's right.
about human rights abuses. Some people are saying that it is not as it's being portrayed, that things are looking good now. Now, as an opposition leader, what is your reaction to this human rights report?
I think we've had one or two human rights reports or reports bordering on the current situation in Sierra Leone. The EU report, there is an Amnesty International, there is a State Department report as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then we also had some discussions with the National Democratic Institution. They also have their own views of what is happening. I don't think it is accurate to say things are improving in Sierra Leone at this material time. It depends also, for me, on who provides information to some of these institutions, whether it is NGOs or other reporters. It depends on where they're coming from, whether they're sympathizers of the current administration or they're in the opposition or they're working for Sierra Leone. I would rather prefer reports that are based on the welfare of the typical Sierra Leonean.
So for a typical Sierra Leonean, what do you think the actual situation is?
That definition of what is improving, I don't know. But my current situation is that we have two sets of challenges in Sierra Leone. We have those challenges that are of a long-standing nature, where up till today as a nation, after 60 years of independence, we cannot feed ourselves. We don't have drinkable water. We still continue to have poor roads. And then we cannot light up our towns, our villages, and our cities. We still have serious poverty strides, extreme poverty. Now, these are the long-standing challenges of macroeconomic instability, of structural bottlenecks, and of financing the government, financing the country's development program. Then you have today's own typical challenges, which are a creation of the government. For instance, we have a lot of divisiveness in the country. There's a tendency to polarize the country on a regional and ethnic basis.
What do you say to those critics of yours who said you were part of an administration that ruled Sierra Leone for 10 years, 2 consecutive terms, and that if the country is now experiencing such challenges, that could be attributed to your government, previous government, because you ruled the country for 10 years.
I know.
And that the fundamentals of the economy, your administration at that time did not put it right to ensure a positive trajectory of Sierra Leone at the moment. So who is to blame?
I think it did. I think it did. There was massive improvement. There were improvements. I can give you a historical trajectory of Sierra Leone, where we've come from since independence. By 5-year period, by decades, we've gone through difficult times. We had the 10 years, we have the 10 to 11 years war. We did not bring the war, it was not the APC war, it evolved. And then we managed to move out of that, or we emerged out of it. Difficulty. I was there in Sierra Leone at the Ministry of Finance, okay? And then we had the peace agreement in 2002. And we had phases of development interventions. Pakaba came, 5 years, 2002 to 2007. I was there as financial secretary. I know exactly what we did. Just a time when we had to go back into governance issues, when we had to build institutions. Through that, we'll be able to sort of encourage, to incite international institutions to come back to Sierra Leone. We made that improvement.
Now, some people are saying that your party itself is not united. You need to unite your party first before you can unite.
The party is united now. More than ever
before you can unite the country. So what makes you the most qualified to unite Sierra Leone?
I'm not using the party.
Giving the opportunity.
I'm not using the party.
Okay.
I'm using myself as Samura Kamara, a Sierra Leonean.
Okay.
A Samura Kamara focus across all the tribes in Sierra Leone with all friends all over. Yesterday, I had a video conference with the Creole Descendants Union. And there it was very clear about my relationship with the Creoles. My relationship in the Southeast, my wife is from the Southeast, is from Pujeung.
Pujeung?
From Pujeung, Masangbaka, the Rogers. You understand? I've grown up with them. And I've been with my wife for over 40 years. My children are half Mende, half Timni. Samora Kamara's, in the way, manner of speaking, is uniquely from the north as well as from the east. I went to school in Bo, so I'm also from the south.